Welcome to the Cloud Hill Learning Advanced SQL sessions. So here in this session, now IPL is trending and it's going on good. So here we are trying to solve the very interesting problem. So we have different teams. So we have to understand, like, see the left side here, we have different teams. So team A1 and team 2. So two different teams playing, and who is going to win for that particular match. So here SRH and CSK playing, and CSK going to win. So like that, the different teams and winner also provided here in this data. And also there is some matches which is going to be tie or draw because of some different reasons, maybe rain or some different reasons. So here, based on this data, so total we have around 56 or 70 matches going to happen overall the entire team. Let's say we have sample data here. Based on this data, we need to understand, like, so let's say here we have different teams, each and every team. So we have GT, CSK, RR, SRH, LSG, MI, or these are all the different teams. So we need to understand how many matches each and every team played. So how many matches every team played? Let's say if you talk about GT. So how many matches GT played here? If you see, GT played first match with LSG. This is the match one, and there is another match. This is the match two. So that's the reason we are getting the count as two. And CSK, how many matches played? So one, two, three. That's the reason we're getting count three. Like that, each and every team, how many matches each and every team played. That is the count we are expecting in the next immediate column. So these are all the number of matches each and every team played. Out of these matches, how many matches each and every team won? So here we got the count as one, because so this is the column defined about who is going to win the match. So whether it's a CSK win or GT, if you observe carefully, so this is the match GT won. This is the only one match GT won. That's the reason we're getting count as one. And how many matches GT lost out of these two? So total GT played two matches and in one match won. And how many matches it's lost? There is no match lost from GT here. So that's the reason. So we are not getting any input. There is GT played total two matches. One match it's won and another match it's become draw. So that's the reason there is no losses to the GT. And there is a one match that there is another column which we are going to derive, that is called tie. So here this is a draw match. That's the reason count happened as one. And here we are going to get the points as three, because so number of matches win plus the draw points it's going to get as a one. So that's the reason 1 into 2 plus 1. It's total 3 points is going to get. So this is the expected output for each and every team. How many matches it's won and how many matches it's lost and how many matches become tie and how many points they're going to get. So this is the expected output as per the input data we are going to get. So this is the expectation you have to derive from the input table having three columns. Let's try to solve this problem in our SQL environment. Now here I'm using Snowflake as a environment. So here, so first we'll try to create the table. So we have table created. Let's try to create the table. So for that, how to create the table? So here, if you see the first step, what we're going to do, I'm going to create the table. Create table IPL team. So how many team one, team two, winner. This is the data. Team one, team two, winner. This is what the data set we are having. That's what we are creating. So this is what, just run this table. We are going to create this table. After that, we are inserting data as per test data showing here. So just try to insert on the insert commands. Quickly just execute all these commands. It's going to run and it's going to create these entries into the table. Now after that, once you inserted data, just to try to run this data. You see the data, we are having total 7 records. This is what the data set, what we are trying to create. So we have team 1, team 2 and winner. So total we have three different teams it's created. So two different teams, and it's going to another column, it's going to define the winner column also. Now let's try to solve this. So based on this data, first we need to understand each and every team. Just try to understand the problem. Now each and every team from the team 1, whether this particular team 1 is going to win or not. First we'll try to define all the data from the team 1, and we'll see who is going to win, whether team 1 won or not. Based on that, we'll try to identify the count for each and every team. If SRH won, here it's not won, that's the reason it's going to get the count. Like that, first we'll define from the team 1, after that we'll define from the team 2, and then both will combine each other with the help of union statement. So that each and every team, how many times it's getting won, and then we'll just sum up the number of counts. Based on that, we'll get the values. Let's try to solve step by step. Now, first step, what we are going to do. So I'm going to define like, so first select team 1 as a team name. And here I'm going to write the case statement. If the team 1 winner, so let's say we are getting CSK. If it is winner, then the count is going to become a 1. So here from this data, it's going to see SRH win. Now this count is going to become 1. So like this here, SRH not won from the team 1. So here there is no team. So it's going to get the count 1. Now this is what the team 1, it's going to generate number of wins. It's going to generate the number of wins. And also if team 1 is a draw, so if let's say here we are having SRH draw or CSK draw, if MI draw, so then MI count is going to become 1 now, and RC count also going to become 1 now. If you run this statement, we are going to get the all the team 1 column values, winning values as well as number of values going to get drawn. See, from this team 1 column, there's no matches won, whatever columns defined in the team 1, and only two columns that is going to talk about draw. That information we are going to get from here. If you see here, SRH no, CSK no, MI not, LSG no, RC no, MI draw. So that's the reason all these values are going to get as a zeros. All the winning team, all the values is going to get as a zeros, and MI and RC time match is going to get as a 1. That is the output we're getting here. Okay, there is no wins. In the same way, I'm going to define team 2 as well. Now this is team 1, and let's try to define the logic for team 2 also. This is the team 2. So from the second column, it is going to pick the values. It is going to define the team 1, team 2 draw. So whatever values defined, CSK, RRC, here CSK won, that's the reason count getting 1, RR won, count getting 1, LSG count getting 1, AGT count getting 1, SRH count getting 1, GT draw, that's a 0, 0, and GTCSK, it's going to get the values 1, 1. So based on these two statements, we're going to get the whoever going to win and whoever going to get the points. That is what the points we're going to get. Now you just combine these two. So here based on this data, we are going to get like team 1 and team 2 columns, how many matches which team won, that information we are going to get. Just run together these two info data. So total we are going to get 14 records. So with the help of team 1 and team 2, that's going to get which team is going to win and which team is going to tie. That information we are going to combine each other. Now from here, this is what the data we converted, team won or team lost. And next step is what we are going to do. We are going to define the data sets like as per output. So first we need to get the team name. So from this data, we are going to get the team name, and second column is number of matches. So how we are going to get number of matches from this output? So just we can count the data like whether the count is 1 summing, and based on that we are going to get the count. Now see, so this is what the logic we are writing from the outside. So all this logic, whatever we defined, that's kept in the inner query. Now we are going to get the select team name. So this is the team name. I'm going to select which team we are going to get first, and then after that we are going to get the how many matches each and every team played. So that's the reason I'm directly getting the count of matches. So here we can do count 1, 10, 100. It's a constant value. We are going to get the same output. That's going to get the number of matches. And next thing is we are going to get the number of wins. How to get the number of wins? Based on the data. So if it is SRH 0, so total we are getting 14 counts. That's going to, if it is 1, then it's going to summing of the values. Sum of number of wins. How many wins is going to happen? So here you define alias name as number of wins. If the value is 1, that's going to summing up 1 plus 1 plus like that. How many times once repeated in this particular column? That many ones is going to get it here. This sum number of wins. So our next point is like we are going to get the number of wins. Our next thing is number of losses. So it means, so wherever zeros are coming, like count, it's going to get, so total number of matches, and also how many matches is going to win and how many matches it's become tie. 2 minus 1 minus 0. So that means that's the number of matches going to become a tie. 3 minus 1 minus 1. So 3 minus 1 minus 2. So one match is going to become a number of losses. That is how you define the number of matches going to lose. And next point is we are going to get the number of points. How many points? Like we are going to find the sum of the values. So sum of 1 is this going to 1 and plus into number of wins. So number of win matches is 1, 1 into 2. So we are going to give the 2 points for each and every match, right? 2 into 1 plus 1. That's the value is going to get the 3. That is what exactly formula we are going to define, and we just kept that formula here. So totally we are going to define the values, that is saying like how many points it's going to get each and every time, and that's going to get the values. This is what the formulas we define each and every column. That's the values, whatever number of wins and number of tie. Based on these two columns we defined from the IPL 2023 table. So that's from there we are deriving the new columns as per the business. So all this logic, whatever we are keeping and combine, we are going to keep in the one particular statement, that is called, we are going to assign this particular name as a D. That's going to get the values, it's going to get it, and then based on the team name, so each and every team wise we are going to calculate the number of wins and number of losses and number of things. So just we can define based on the group by column. So if you want to get the data based on the points description and also how many matches is played, that's the reason I'm using the order by. It's up to you whether you want to define order by clause for your logic or not. So total, whoever team going to get the highest point, that's going to get the 3, and of based on that, and also order by points description, descending order, and also number of matches, how many matches is going to play. Based on that, whether whatever this combination, we are going to get the output like this. This is very important scenario we are going to ask in the scenario based product companies. So make sure that you have to solve this question. I'm going to copy this script, whatever, if you want to practice in the description folder, just you can use it and you can comment for any of your own methods, or if you have any questions, feel free to copy and just define in the description. We can discuss in detail. Thank you very much. Keep watching more videos in our channel.